Hi, everyone. Welcome to the third session for Bike Week with PS Styling. My name is Jessica Pfohl Paisley, and what we're going to do today is talk about the third and the final things to look for when styling for your non-car commute. So the first two sessions, we discussed the ideas of styling overall. So the basics, the foundations, what you should wear, what not to wear, the difference between a fashion stylist and an image consultant, and things that you can use in your everyday wardrobe, not just when you're looking for doing something different commute-wise. So in that first session, we really covered the topics of the foundational pieces, and then the PSA, as I mentioned, which was a perception-based styling, which is how others view you based on what you're wearing, the colors that it evokes out there, and then S, which is style for an individual style, why we wear, what we feel comfortable wearing, and then A, which is aesthetics. So what actually looks best on us. So the ideal look, as we mentioned in session 1, is PSA, which is the focus on perception, style, and aesthetics all wrapped into one. In session 2, we really focused on talking about different fabrics and went to a local athleisure wear store and looked at all the things that they had to offer. A lot of name brands that you'll recognize, from Patagonia to Loli to other styles that carry specific materials, mostly natural materials that have different pieces that will help you in your everyday styling. But like the antimicrobial would be one example, as it's an asset that is added to the material to make sure that it helps kind of wick away sweat, and it's not an issue as far as like kind of wash and wear and go. Depending on your commute length will depend on what type of fabrications you need. If you are going on a longer trip, it's better to be more prepared than underprepared. But I really liked the idea that the clothing had the antimicrobial asset to it, and then also the SPF. That's also another really important one, is to protect your skin from the sun if you are going to be outdoors and doing this non-car commute, and looks like it's going to be a beautiful week. So those are all things to take into consideration. So that was session 2. And now we're going to focus for this week's dressing for a non-car commute on affordability. So affordability and thrift styling. One of the things that's really important, especially one of the reasons that we're doing Bike Week in general, is to focus on the planet and sustainability long term. So one of the things I really enjoy about thrift styling is because it's repurposing. It's giving something a second life. It's giving a second chance and an opportunity to be reused. And that's not always the case. We live in a throwaway society at times, unfortunately, and very much with clothes. So this is something that can not only be affordable, but it's for a good cause. So when I did this on a personal mission for myself too, did some secondhand styling for what I'm going to wear personally for Bike Week. And I found these shoes. There's 3 different options, as you see here. The 4th wasn't really quite right for biking, but the 3 styles, they're flat soles, easy to slide on. The one doesn't have ties at all. The other 2 did, but all 3 of them were really in really good condition, not really worn. The biggest thing would be to clean them well. But this is a perfect example of, instead of buying something brand new and something that could potentially be expensive, these are name brand. The one pair is Nike. These are things that could be used again and have a second life. So as I was shopping, these are things that I was looking for, and they were in abundance. The next part that I was looking for, this is a really great tip, just shopping in general. Always look for sections. So when you're looking or shopping for something specific, it might sound simple, but looking for a specific area or section, especially if you're looking for material. If you go to a secondhand store and are look in the athletic section, then you can find that wick away material, something that has a little more give and stretch, the non-traditional athleisure wear look. And as you can see in the piece that I have selected here for myself, was something that had a collar and a V-neck. It's a bright color, something that's going to be noticed by other commuters. And then the pants have this gray jogger style with a contrast, and the style down the side actually matches the shirt. So they happen to not be a set. I happened to find them separately, and they ended up working even better than I could have thought together. So when you're shopping, make sure you go to the athletic section. You'll be able to find, at least put you in the right direction for what you're looking for. The next part we're going to look at is color. So bright colors that can easily be spotted. Both the outfits that are shown here are really bright, something that would definitely be seen by other commuters. But the first piece is actually a dress. So it's a wrap dress that I personally, in my everyday wardrobe, it's a wrap dress that you can take on or off very easily, but it wraps around, belted at the waist. It's not very long. It doesn't go past the knees. So if you were riding a bike, you'd be able to wear that pretty easily and not be a hazard. And then the flat shoes that are paired with it. So something that's a flat, easy to slide on or off. It has the extra metallic detail at the toe. So that outfit in itself would be perfect for biking to work or school or market. But it just adds to the non-car commute and something that would be easy to add layers to as well. So that's something you could put a scarf on for warmth, or if, depending on what the weather is going to be like, something that's kind of windbreaker style. And then on the bottom portion, you can do bike shorts underneath if you're worried about just covering in general, and then leggings as well. So if you want to protect your legs, so having something that you can easily slip on and off. And these are all, again, things that you can find secondhand. The second outfit, the red pants, really bright, very bold. They still fit into the guidelines that we had talked about, something more slim leg, not too flowing. You wouldn't have to secure them so that they weren't a hazard. A nice, simple, flat heel. And even though they do have the pointed toe, which depending on your familiarity with a bike could be a little difficult, but for the most part with that flat style, something easy that slides on and off, you should be comfortable. And then on the shirt side, it's a lighter weight, very breathable material. It has the zipper up the front. So it's almost like that windbreaker type material and would have some flow for air if you were getting too warm. So those are both two more examples of outfits that you could find. And as I mentioned, since I was thrift styling with these, all three of those individual outfits. So the first one with the collared shirt and the jogger style pant and the sneakers, that outfit altogether was under $10. The second outfit with the dress and the shoes, $10 as well. And then the shirt, pants, and those shoes, I think it was just right at $10. So this is, three different outfits for $30, also extremely affordable. So I want to thank everyone again for participating in Bike Week. I know this is going to be a first for me to really, really get into it, and being able to be on the style side of things, it has inspired me to think about it more and what pieces can be helpful in my daily activities and in a non-car commute and extending that past Bike Week. So thank you again for participating, and stay tuned for more things coming up.